I'll be showing an end-to-end demo of the new reading progress in Teams. I'm here in a 4th grade class and we're going to go to Assignments. And we'll go here and click the Create Assignment button. We'll give our assignment a title and some instructions. Now I'll click Add Resources. For those of you that are using the private beta, you're going to see Reading Progress enabled right here. Now I'm going to click this. Now these are the different settings for the reading passages. The first thing to do is upload your reading passage. Now right now we only support English. We're going to be adding more and more languages in the future, but for now in the private beta it's English only. And you have to use a Word document. And just a note, we are adding PDF support, so you'll be able to upload a PDF very soon. And later in the summer, we're going to have some sample content to choose from as well. But for now, you have to upload a Word document, so I'll do that really quickly. There's my Word document attached. Then you can enter the reading level. So for example, I can enter anything I want. I have reading levels A through Z, I could enter J. If you have a different reading level system, this is yours to choose from, so enter whatever system that you use for that reading level. You can set genre, so in this case it's going to be nonfiction. Number of attempts, so by default it's unlimited, but I could set, hey, I only want them to try it 4 times, I don't want them to do it unlimited, but I will leave this as unlimited. And then pronunciation sensitivity. I like to call this the picky dial. How picky did you want the software to be? If you're going to use auto detect to listen to the students read, you can set how sensitive it is. So for example, if I have really young readers, I might want to set this to less sensitive. If I have much more experienced readers, I could set it to more sensitive. We'll leave it at standard default. Also note, I can change this pronunciation sensitivity after the student reads as well. So it doesn't have to only be beforehand, so you can tweak it afterwards and I'll show how that works. Lastly, require video. You don't have to have the student have video, you can have audio only. So right here it says selecting no gives the students the choice to submit audio only. So if I set that to no, then the student would record their audio out loud and submit it. But I will leave it to yes, so they'll record video and audio. And we're ready to attach this, so click attach. Now the passage is attached. I could give points, I could add a rubric. I'm going to keep it simple here. And it's going to go out to my whole 4th grade class. Again, with Teams, you could say I just want to send it to certain students, but I'm going to leave it to all students. And I will click Assign. Now I'll switch over to the student and show what that looks like on the student side. Now we're showing the student side. And I'm going to go down here, and here is that assignment, Geography. Open that up. And you're going to see a special little icon next to Geography. I will click this. Now the first time that this runs on the student side, they will have to click Allow so they can allow permissions to the camera, the microphone, and the speakers. So when I click Allow, that will turn on the camera and it'll test the audio and video. Now we have Zoe here, and she's going to start reading this passage. One other thing, we have Immersive Reader technology, so Zoe can change the way the page looks so it's more comfortable for her to read. So we're going to quickly show what that looks like, and then Zoe will start reading.
Let's go! The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography. Landforms can be mountains and valleys. They can also be glaciers or rivers. People need water to drink. They also need it for washing. Through history, people have settled near fresh water.
Now Zoe's done with the reading. She can click the little play button on her video to watch and listen to herself read.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
She can also click the Start Over button if she wants to give it another try, but in this case, she's all done. She's going to click I'm finished, and then it'll upload the video. Now the video is uploaded and attached to this reading progress assignment, and now just like a normal Teams assignment, I'll go in the upper right and click Turn In. Now we'll switch back to the Educator View and show how the Review Student Work portion works. I'm signed back in as the educator and I switched over to assignments, and here are the ones that I've made. I'm going to open this one, and now I'm going to review the student work, so I will click on the student here. Now we're in the teacher review experience. This is the normal speed grader on the right hand side, but we've replaced everything else with our reading progress experience. You see the passage here and it's marked up. You can see words per minute. Right here is the accuracy rate, the number of attempts, the level, and the number of words. By default, we've turned on auto detect, and that is the speech process that listens for things like mispronunciations, omissions, insertions, repetitions, and self-corrections. A really important note, you don't have to use auto detect. I can turn this off. Many educators think they have to use auto detect. You don't. You can totally turn it off and you can manually mark things up. But we'll demonstrate with auto detect on first, and then I'll show it with auto detect off. So I'm here in auto detect mode is on, and you can see I can also change the pronunciation sensitivity, aka the picky dial. I can change it per student, and in this case I'll leave it as default, but I can make it less sensitive or more sensitive. Now I'll start by playing the video of the student reading.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
So you can see it marked physical as a mispronunciation, so it auto-detected that the student said that word incorrectly. I'll hit play again.
Landforms can be mountains and valleys. They can also be glaciers or rivers.
Now I'll hit pause and I'm going to jump down to a different section. Right here it looks like region was mispronounced. So what I can do is click on this and I can choose jump to word and watch what happens.
Reg are often.
So I can jump to the word and see the video and hear it. Maybe there was another word like the and it was actually correct. I can click here and choose mark as correct and it will unflag it. We also detect omissions. So in this case it looked like she skipped a few words right here. Let's see what happens. I'll click on borders and then choose jump to word.
Borders, freshwater source.
It looked like she skipped those 3 words, so that was automatically flagged by our auto detect feature. A newer feature we've added based on educator feedback has been the ability to detect repetitions. So we flag those with blue. So right here it looks like she repeated this word. Let's jump to the word and check it out.
Features of.
Yep, so she repeated that word. We also have self-corrections. Many times a student will mispronounce a word but then catch themselves and pronounce it correctly. And this is something that many educators have requested. So I'll go to combination here and jump to word.
Combination of factors that people use to do.
So it catches those self-corrections as well. Another nice thing is that I can make the video full screen. So I'll click here to go full screen and hit play.
Also influence where people said, oh, people need water to drink.
And then if I click this button here, I go back to normal screen. That lets you really see how the student is reading. You can get a close-up, you can watch the mouth movements, whatever might be helpful in identifying what's happening. I can also change the pronunciation sensitivity. I can change it from medium or I can push it up to high. So if I put it onto high, it actually marks more words incorrect. And I've set it back to medium. Like I mentioned before, you can turn off auto detect. So in this case, I'm going to turn this off. Maybe I just want to watch the video and listen and mark things up. So now I'll hit play.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
Okay, there's a mispronunciation.
Landforms can be mountains.
And I can go here and maybe I'm going to mark through, and as I'm listening, I can mark all those different things specifically. So I can go and manually mark up this just like I might use with paper and pencil and stopwatch. Now it is just digital. And as I mark up these different mispronunciations and other aspects, you can see that the accuracy rate updates automatically. I can add feedback just like I would in a normal Teams assignment. So I can go over here and say, great job. I can add other details for things that I might want her to work on. And then I can click return, just like I would in a normal assignment. And then I can drop this down and go to the next student, just like I would in this speed grader. The last piece I'm going to show are insights and analytics. So all of this data is captured and put into our insights tool, which I will demo next. Now I've closed the assignment and we're going to speed ahead, and I have a bunch of different reading passages that I've already assigned. Now what we're going to do is go into insights and look at these dashboards. To add insights, go to the top and click plus, and you're going to search for insights. I'll click insights here, and then what I'll do is I'll go and click save. This will add an insights tab into your class team, and we're going to drill in here. Now we're in the insights area for my class team. It has all sorts of insights and data about what's happening in my class, including assignments and student activity. At the bottom here, you're going to see reading progress has shown up, and this will happen automatically if you've made reading progress assignments. In the near future, we will also be adding spotlights. Spotlights are already in Teams for things like assignments, but what you'll see is there'll be reading progress spotlights that surface different patterns and interesting things happening around reading in your classroom. Now let's go click here on reading progress to drill in. Here's the main reading progress dashboard, and I'll go full screen. These are our first dashboards, but expect these to improve over time. We have average words per minute, and I can hover over a different assignment and see what is happening all the way from here to here to here. Next, I have average accuracy rate. I can hover over to get more details, so mispronunciations, omissions, and insertions, and this is across the whole class I'm seeing right now, and I can hover. If I go to students, I can drop this down. Maybe I want to go down to Alex Wilbur. Now the data is redrawn just for Alex, and I can see different types of average words per minute for Alex, as well as his accuracy rate. I can also drill down to see this month versus the last 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Let's go back to all students. If you've added reading levels, I can drop this down, and now I can filter by those reading levels that we added when we first created the assignment. So if I want to look at all the J passages, there were 4 passages signed with the J reading level. And I can also drill down by students just like we did before. So here is Arden and the J passages that he has read. I can also go and choose the K, or just say no reading level if I didn't enter any. Let's go back to all students. The last area is the word cloud. So if I scroll down here, I can see the challenging words, and we have the size of the word here represents how many people had challenges with it. So if I look at physical, it looks like there were mispronunciations 9 different times. There are some other words like strawberries and Olympics that people are having challenges as well. I can also filter on a specific student. So I'll go here and filter on Arden. Now the word cloud redraws for Arden, and you can see he was having problems with the word Olympics. So this is really handy to see who's having problems across a class or looking at specific students like we are here with Arden. So that is your full tour of reading progress in teams.